Hello everyone and welcome. Whilst I'm trying to figure out the niche for the channel, I thought, why not do an EDC video? Stick around to the end for a UK legal piece of equipment. First off is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now since 2009, iPhone has taken the main spot in every EDC of mine, but recently I have had my head turned a tiny bit. The mobile phone is the most vital piece of equipment to all of us. It's our personal assistant, entertainer, banker and personal library for all facts and fiction. For me, it's vital for productivity. I use all of the Apple apps, reminders, calendar, notes, and I use these specifically for the ecosystem. Being an Apple geek, I've got a MacBook, a Mac Mini, Apple Watch, Apple TV, so it works seamlessly throughout all of them. Now, whilst I wish I could afford a fully fledged camera, cameras on this phone are perfect for a novice like myself who's just getting started out being in front of the camera. So I have made a few pennies selling photos from other Pro Max models on Shutterstock, which is a testimony to the cameras and what they can do. My iPhone is in the Spigen case with the Spigen wallet, so this package altogether is slot number one. In 2015, me and other tech enthusiasts were taken aback by the release of the Apple Watch. Since the first Apple Watch, I've had several models and I'm currently wearing the Apple Watch 7. I, like a lot of people, didn't appreciate watches at a younger age, and the Apple Watch has made it more of a habit for me to wear one. So my watch is finely tuned to show the only most important of the notifications, and the main function for me is the health and fitness tracking abilities. So paired with Apple Fitness Plus, I love to use it on the Apple TV to see my rings as I'm doing workouts. The health metrics were also key to my decision into sticking with the Apple Watch for so long. I am due a new watch, but this one at the moment does everything I need it to do. It's got fall detection, blood oxygen, heart rate, and other metrics that are vital in tracking your health. Now my watch does have some battle scars, but it's still going strong and it fits the wrist slot on my EDC. So the following year after the Apple Watch was the birth of my favourite ever Apple product, the AirPods. From the seamless connectivity when you open the lid to the spatial audio in the AirPods Pro 2s, these are a key item in my EDC and the one I probably use the most second after the phone. I do prefer them over the bigger over-the-ear earphones, and the noise cancellation is just as good. They're very convenient, and the new conversation awareness feature is really good unless you're a singer, and then it cuts you out every now and then. They're great for work, they're great for the gym or walking the dog, if you want to get yourself stuck in an audiobook, or if you just want to be antisocial like me. Now, if you're like me and your family and you have the best taste in movies and they don't, meaning that you only get the TV at night when everyone goes to bed, this is where spatial audio comes in. I've built a library of movies, and most streaming services now do support spatial audio or surround sound, and with the correct audio channels, spatial audio just takes your movies to the next level, and you don't annoy your neighbours or your family. Now, everyone should have some form of headphones in their EDC. Don't be a loudspeaker jerk. So AirPods slot in space number 3. Before we move on to spot number 4, if you're enjoying the video, please like, subscribe and drop a comment. If not, comment anyway, let me know what I can do better. Now, something that I hate is a rattling huge bunch of keys in my pocket, and in 2025 I'm ashamed to say that I haven't found a way to ditch all of them yet, but until that's reality, I've got a gift that makes things a little bit better. The Key Smart Pro. This organises my keys into a Swiss Army knife style that stops the jingle, and this model is even on the Find My network. I do own AirTags, but I do think they had a bit too much bulk, and it's another key ring to your set. Whilst this tracker might not have precision find, it does still have the audio jingle so that you can find your keys when you're nearby. It also has a teeny tiny torch if you're struggling to get in. All joking aside, organising your keys is useful. It takes up less space in your pocket or your bag, so this quality of life item takes slot number 4. Now at this point I do have a confession to make. I am a cable hoarder. From SCART cables to DC plugs that I'll never use again. I've had drawers full of them in the past. But now I'm a changed man, and this item is one of the reasons why, for out of the house at least. It's a funky little gadget that's the same size as the Key Smart you've just seen. It folds into a keyring format, but when unfolded, that's where the magic begins. A small USB-C to USB-C cable has hinged adapters on either side, lightning on one end and standard USB on the other. A combination of this means that I can charge all my devices without several different cables. Now that's not all it does. It's rated for quick data transfer and charging speeds up to 140 watts. And just in case you doubt it, it has a little tiny LCD screen so you can see the rate of charge as it's charging. None of us like to be without juice, so for that reason, this goes into the EDC. Now, going away for tech for a minute, this is a good old pen and paper. I've got to admit, I am a little bit of a pen snob, and for some reason I can't write in blue ink. It just doesn't do it for me. So for this reason, I have a thick, weighty Parker pen. This pen has been in my pocket since leaving school, finishing my exams. It's had a few trips through the washing machine, unfortunately, but it's still going strong. I think there's something different about writing with a nice pen. It seems to make me write a little bit slower, but makes me think about what I'm writing before I commit pen to paper. Now with my journal I do something a little bit different. The one side I use for journaling and everyday things, and then I flip the book over and that's where I take all my notes for good ideas and YouTube videos like this. This journaling pen allowed me to have some moments away from the screen to write my thoughts where I don't get distracted by the inevitable notifications and things like that that pop up on the screen. It's nice to get away from the screen sometimes, so in the EDC this goes. Now when there's no plug for the cable to save me, we've got to have a backup, and mine is the Anker MagGo 5000 mAh power bank. Now I am looking to upgrade to a standalone power bank with more power, but this one is just so convenient to put in your pocket. It snaps into place so perfectly for instant charging, and it also has this little stand perfect for if you're on a plane or a train or at work trying to watch the football. When you just leave it to charge without using the phone, it can charge the phone up to a whole time and a half, I'd say, which is perfect for your day trips or nights out where you just need to keep charged just in case. It can actually be used as a traditional battery bank too, with the reversible USB-C port. Like I've said, I probably will upgrade to a bigger power bank that can charge all my devices at multiple times, but I still think I'll keep this in my EDC just for nights out and day trips where that little bit of vital juice is needed at the end of a night. So the Anker MagGo gets to live another day in the EDC. Our cousins love the pond, love their weaponry. And I'll admit, I'm no pacifist, but for me, it's air rifles and multi-tools. Gerber are an American company that design knives and multi-tools for the outdoors and for the military, and they've made this, the Gerber Trusty. Now in the UK, carrying a knife in public is a one-way ticket to wearing a nice stylish pair of bracelets courtesy of His Majesty. However, if you use it for outdoor activities or for work, or you have any other reasonable excuse for having one, then you're golden. Now the Trusty has been in my EDC since 2021. It has seen some action where I've used it in medical situations where I've had to cut ligatures and things like that. It's fixed bikes, it's fixed air fryers and other electrics, as well as brute force just to get whatever job needs doing done. Each of the functions on this knife locks into place, whether that's the straight knife, the serrated blade, the mini saw, the scissors, the Phillips or the flathead screwdrivers, and each of them work perfectly independently. I do keep the blades sharpened so that they're useful, and for their size the scissors are pretty tough and can cut through some pretty decent materials. And as per any multi-tool, the pliers fold out and do what pliers do. So the build and the materials used on the Gerber Trusty have lasted me for over 4 years now, without any sign of rust or any damage, anything like that. And in my opinion, there shouldn't be an EDC without a multi-tool. So that's why this has taken the final spot, and is probably as useful as the iPhone, just for different things. We are in such an advanced stage as human beings, and we have all of these tools that enhance our lives. We can often forget how lucky we are to have these things. So when you're looking at upgrading your EDC in the future, look for someone less fortunate and pass on the love. Share and hand down your older equipment. Someone will really appreciate it. So if you're still here to hear this, I've been David. Until the next time, we'll see you in a bit.